Hey everyone! Today I'm going to share with you my first impressions and just playing around a little bit with this paper that I received from Etcher. This is not sponsored. They reached out, asked if I would try their paper, and I was happy to. So here we are. I said I prefer cold press, and this is the ones they sent me. I have to say I'm a little bit curious about their sketchbooks and their perfect sketchbook, I think it's called, but I'm happy with what I have. So this one it comes, as you saw, nicely packed in this box, and this is cold press. There are 20 sheets. This is a block, meaning it is glued on all sides, which is actually what I prefer. I prefer that to pads. And this has 20 sheets. It is 50% cotton, acid-free, 300 GSM, vegan-friendly, square, an 8-inch square. The size is not really my size for painting, but it would definitely be a good size for sketching or just, playing around. Where's my clean spatula? So we have this protective sheet. This is actually quite thick kind of cardstock. And here we are. So I'll show you the texture. As you can see, this is pretty textured. I would say for cold press, this is quite textured. And I'm just going to start applying some watercolors because that's what I do. Actually, I think I'll start with how I usually like to start, which is sketching with Neocolor 1. This is by Caran d'Ache. And yeah, I'm actually not used to working on square paper, so this is fun to experiment with with a different composition. It's always nice to mix things up a little bit. It is very important to me when I'm trying a new paper to use it the way that I like to use my papers in the way that I paint. And so testing this with pastels or pencils or both is very important because these days I start every painting with pastels, and it was no problem to use them. Sometimes when the paper is rough, they just don't apply as well, but in this case they worked really, really well. So despite the texture of the paper, enough product was applied just using my regular, no added pressure or anything like that, enough to create the effect that I use them for, which is to resist watercolors. I've talked about this many times in the past that I have mostly switched from 100% cotton papers to either blends or 100% cellulose papers. For my personal style and techniques, I don't find I need 100% cotton paper. This paper is a blend, so it's 50% cotton. And you can feel that mostly by the way that the color lifts very easily, which again, for me, it's not an issue because I don't really do a lot of lifting. I don't do a lot of glazing. But if you do use those techniques heavily, this might be more fitting for you as sketch paper and not necessarily a paper you'd want to use in your, proper paintings. For me, however, it behaved very similarly to papers I enjoy and love, and I had fun painting on it. The color flows the way that I like it to flow. You can see the granulation of my granulating watercolors, which is also very important to me. The colors stay very vibrant. The paper itself, it's not bright white, but it still has a nice shade to it. And overall, I found the experience very enjoyable, and I believe I will enjoy to continue using it. So for me, this paper works really well. And yeah, I would say probably if you are used to 100% cotton, if you feel you need that for the techniques that you use, then this is not an alternative, but it's still a lovely paper to paint on. I will continue to paint on it and will keep you updated if I feel I have some new impressions. So far, so good. For cellulose paper, I think it is lovely. And again, for the way that I paint, I usually don't layer a ton. I go in with watercolors 2-3 times max. And then I also enjoy using other media. So for me, it works. But yeah, time will tell. Also, I want to say thank you so much for everyone who has watched my recent videos and commented. I'm so glad you're enjoying the videos, and I will do my best to post a new video every week, but it might not work until the end of the summer, so bear with me. Yeah, my kids are on vacation and we have some travel plans, and it's just something's got to give. So I love being here on YouTube, and I love talking with you in the comments and, you know, just obsessing over all things watercolor. But yeah, summer is a tough time for that. And so please forgive me if there's no new video every week. But yeah, I'm still here and I will be back to my regular activity with all kinds of other things coming. So there are all kinds of things in the works. But yeah, and I will leave you with some music. Enjoy the rest of the painting session. I'll be back soon with another video. Have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.